All right, we live. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I'm up early in the morning. I got a little bit of sleep, getting ready for this all-day football. About to watch the early game that come on real early that nobody really probably gonna watch or see, which is I don't know why they had these game in London, but they're trying to move football overseas, so I understand. Now, Florida State, I told people from the beginning, so they are not legit. I told Q Lee this, I told Strictly this, I told even my brother Kraken saw it. We watched the first game they played against LSU. I mean, no, I watched the camp when they have the spring games and when they have the fall games. They have the Garnet and Gold game. I think that's what it's called. I forgot. I've been out of the loop for so long. But from watching them, Jordan Travis does not know how to control the offense. This was his problem last year. Down the stretch, he did get better, but the beginning of the season, he was trash. I don't know why they won't put the backup in. The backup looks ready. He looks like he can run an offense. His poise and everything. Like I said, I don't care if you white, black, Asian. If you can coach or quarterback, I'm going to give you your respect. The reason I talk about is racism and prejudice because it is, but that's another story. Florida State, when they turned the ball over, the running back Ward, who's been tremendous, he's starting to remind me of Cam Akers. Cam Akers had problems controlling the football. He's starting to remind me of that. That's kind of scary. Now, the other guy they had, I don't know why we didn't run Benson tonight. I think Benson was hurt. Benson usually is the one who changes the pace of the game when he's in there with Ward. Benson is the power back. Ward is more of the shifty, run off the tackle, run off the end. Run off the end of the line of scrimmage type of back. When I saw this, it was like, I don't know. It didn't. And this is what I was saying defensively, but we're gonna get to the defense because this is gonna be a long live. I'm fixing me some coffee. I'm pissed off because this is the problem I saw in the Duquesne game. This is the problem I saw in the LSU game. This is the problem I saw last week and the week before. Jordan Travis just is not it, man. I don't know why they're trying so hard to make him it. He's just not. He reminds me of Chris Ricks. He plays exactly like Chris Ricks. And if you're a Florida State fan, you know who I'm talking about. Chris Ricks was terrible. Terrible. Very terrible. So this is the problem I have is that offensively, we're having too many penalties. That's the number one thing. We had like 9 penalties, I believe, or 10. It was between 7 and 10 penalties. You can't have that against Wake Forest. Wake Forest has had our number for the past 5 years. They've whooped our butt 5, 6 years. They've been killing us. We just don't have an answer for them. But they got a good team. I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. I think they're gonna compete for a while, and I think they should have beat Clemson last week, but Clemson got saved by a couple bailout calls. But Wake Forest is tough. That front, they run a 3-3-5 on defense. So all they were doing was at the last minute they shift their linebackers down. So the linebacker who's basically the Sam. So it's basically they got the Will, Mike, and Sam in a 3-3-5. Then you got 3 down linemen. Your nose tackle is usually your big guy, your big guy who can cover 2 gaps. Your 2 ends, they're somewhat like eagle tackles. They're not fully defensive ends, they're eagle tackles. So they're going to be a little slimmer. And this is usually ran now. This is what they run in the pros, and I mean in the pros as well, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But it was effective. What they were doing is they would drop the Sam down, and then once the no, it's not 4 DBs. Shut what up? Good morning, Strictly. No, it's not 4 DBs. It's five. It's 5 DBs. It's not four because you got a nickelbacker. The nickelbacker, the nickelbacker is like he's a DB, but at the same time he plays sort of a will. It's sort of like a 3-4, but it's a 3-3-5 because that nickelbacker he acts like an outside linebacker. He's there to cover the defense. But what the Florida State Seminoles should have done, they should have got. I was saying 5 in the total. Oh, okay. All right, I misread it. So the thing is, they should have ran more of a jumbo. They should have ran more of a jumbo set. I would have ran 2 tight ends, fullback, running back, and one wide receiver. Okay? Because you got 2 tight ends plus your 5 linemen, that's 7. Plus your 2 backs, that's 9, your quarterback, and then your wide receiver. I would have had Travis outside. Johnny Wilson. I would have had Johnny Wilson outside. I would have ran an I formation. I would have ran it down Wake Forest's throat. Wake Forest defense is too fast to go out there with 3 receivers every play. Your offensive line, we didn't have one of our line. We didn't have a couple of our linemen. No, it was one of our linemen. And he was the guy who usually is on the left side. So you can see he was not in the game because he was that side was getting killed most of the game. Plus, what the defense was doing, they were forcing Jordan Travis to his left. They were forcing him to go to his left. So they would bring the pressure and then they would keep that extra backer inside to do a delay blitz. It's a delay. So he waits. Soon as Travis gets outside the pocket, boom, he's going downhill angle. Works every time. It was messing Florida State ass up. And I was watching. I said, man, Florida State is dumb. That's when I said Florida State and these coaches. This is why I knew we were going to lose the game because I saw this last week. You see, Wake Forest just couldn't match up well because Clemson has their quarterback is better than our quarterback. So that's the reason why they were able to do the things they did. Jordan Travis is trash. I've said this since last year. He's trash. He don't have it. He's Chris Ricks all over again. And that's not good. Then when Ward fumbled the ball, I believe the coaches kind of eased up from running the ball. They should have kept running the ball. They should have got into a jumbo I set, and ran the damn ball down Wake Forest's throat. Then when it gets to like second down, or if it's a 3rd and long, run the screen. When Florida State ran the screen twice, the first time it worked, the second time, Tallaho dropped the damn ball. That was the problem. They dropped the damn ball. Tallaho had, if he would have caught it, he would have been able to break because their defense was all on the left side. They were going to their left. And to our left, which is their right side, he could have caught the ball and had like a 15, 20-yard gain. But see, that's like it is. So that's what it is. That's trash. And that's the problem. And I knew what our problem was before the season. I saw it. And I knew it. I said, Jordan Travis can't run an offense. And then the offensive coordinator, I hate that crap where they give you to play from the sideline. They doing all of this. They're like when you're set, even after you're set, they're still giving you to play on the sideline. I hate that shit. I hate it. He should be going out there with 3 plays. He should go out there with 3 plays, the play you called, and 2 audibles. That's what he should be going out to the field with. And that's the problem. But see, we lost this game because they weren't utilizing Pittman. Pittman was killing their corners. Jordan Travis could not get him the ball to save his life. All Jordan Travis had to do was get him the ball. Pittman was killing him the whole game. And it's like, I don't know if he can see or if he's not comfortable or he gets nervous. I don't know what it is. But he missed Pittman. And then Johnny Wilson, why are you lining him up to the side of the field that's the shortest? You put him on the longer side of the field. If you're on the right hash, you put Wilson up top so you can give him room to operate. Y'all dumbasses got him on the right side of the hash, or even if it's on the left side of the hash, you guys have him closer to the shortest side of the field. You should need to put him to the long side of the field, which was to the right. And that's why they were getting us. You weren't giving him enough space to operate. When you got a 6'7" receiver like that who can move, I'm throwing it up every time. I'm going upfield every time. Jordan Travis can't make those throws. And it was evident. He got picked. I think he got picked off. I don't know if he got picked off, but dog, I'm like, man, this dude cannot throw. He can't read. He can't read the front 7. They're giving you that left side. Because every time he ran to the left or he ran to the right and it was open, they just send that linebacker to knock his ass out, which was smart. Now, the receivers weren't bad. Wilson, Pittman, and I forgot the other guy, number 80. And then the tight end, Donaldson, they're pretty good. I don't think that's Donaldson. I forgot his name, but he's number 85. He's a big guy. They were fine. They just don't got a quarterback. And I told people this. Jordan Travis just don't have it. The coach needs to understand, look, I love the kid. They're feeling sorry for the kid. And that's not going to win you games. If you want to feel sorry for somebody, take your ass up the road to high school or something, or Little League. Go coach Little League. This is one level from the big leagues. And you feeling sorry for this guy. This guy is terrible. Now, defensively, what messed us up was the quarterback for Wake Forest. They did this last week. This is why this is how they've been beating teams. They do that delay handoff. It's like a option. It's a delay option pass. They're doing the option. This is what they're doing. They're going like this. So the running back, and he's selling it. The quarterback is doing this. He's selling it. And at the last minute, he'll pull out, go through his reads, overthrow. You see, hands on the laces, spread, over. He's letting his leg come up. That's how you throw. Perfect technique. When you get it, he's getting it like this. This is basically one hut. Gets it. Throwing it. That's what he's doing every play. And the linebacker, if you're a linebacker, you're reading the triangle. The triangle is the guard to back. So you're reading it. You're like, you do your read foot. See, this is how I know they're not being taught fundamentals. You read it like this. Pass. Now I got to get my hips moving. I got to turn around, see where my work is. Do I got curl flat or do I got hook to curl? The hook is basically 3 receiver middle, and the curl is usually going to him. So that's how you defend it. That's how you defend it. You're looking like this. You're reading the triangle. You do your read step. And when the quarterback's doing all of that, and then if he pulls out, that's when you boom, you break out. the linebackers kept leaving the middle of the field open. So he was just over top every time. Then he'll go to the receivers. The cornerbacks for the Seminoles are trash. They're giving them 3-4 space. They're giving them 3-4 yards. When you give a receiver that, you've made their job easy. What's up, Fila? You made their job easy when you give them 3 or 4 yards. Now, this is what also the quarterback was doing. The quarterback would go like this for Wake Forest. He'll check, 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 check. Mike backer. Mike, watch him, Mike. Hey. Oh, the linebacker's there. Boom, take the ball. The running back could get it, and he's waiting patiently. The running back gets the ball, and he's looking at the holes. So if this side is messed up, he just goes this way. And our linebackers are dumb. The linebackers and the DBs, I would be cussing their ass out. They do not know how to read the run. They do not know how to read the pass. Deloach, number 4, very athletic, very skilled, very athletic, doesn't have it up here, doesn't have the fundamentals. Exactly. Strictly said it best. As a Mike linebacker, you are the QB of the defense. You analyze what the offense is doing, and your job is to make sure that you get your guys in check. Most likely the linebacker either stay put or go for exactly. The linebackers' problem was they don't know how to read the triangle. They kept letting them get comfortable. The running back kept cutting back because you know why? The backside linebacker's not reading the triangle. He's reading just the guard. That's why they tell you guard to running back, because the guards may do something else, but the running back may do something where you like, okay, I know what the running back finna do. And that's the problem. Florida State's whole defense needs to get fired today. The linebackers, they need to be fired. If I was the linebacker coach, I would have took Deloach out and I would have took number 15 out. They would have sat their ass on the bench. Because if you can't read a simple guard, you have to read the guard to back. And I know it's hard because I played that position and I used to get beat on it. So I had to learn. It's tough, but you have to learn. They have way more ability than I had, but they don't have this over me. I have this over them. If I had my mind and had that athleticism they had, man, I'd be in the Hall of Fame right now. Seriously, because I had it up here. I just didn't have the athletic ability to go with it. I didn't. I wasn't that good. But I was smart, so I used my mind, and that's how I was able to get tackles. That's how I was able to get off blocks. But early on, I was missing tackles. I was missing stuff because my athleticism wouldn't allow me to get there. But my mind, I knew where to go. My body my mind weren't matching up. But I could see it. You have the Mike linebacker playing soft. He don't know what's going on. And a lot of times the running back was just going off the tackle, or he'll go this way because the running backs don't know how to read. And I knew they were going to get exposed because I told y'all in the Louisville game, I told y'all we should have lost to Louisville. We should have lost by 3 touchdowns against Louisville. The reason Louisville lost is because their coach is stupid. He's dumber than our coach. His dumb ass should have kept attacking. He should have kept doing the option and faking like he's either going to give it for the run or for the pass. That's what you do, the play action. The play action was killing them all game. And that's what Wake Forest has been doing all year, because these linebackers in college, they don't know how to read they don't know how to read the offense. They're just all athleticism. And that's why they got killed. That's why Florida State lost. That's why they lost. lost because of that, man. You know, they lost because they couldn't read the defense. They didn't know how to read the defense. And that's what messed us up. That's what messed us up. They kept falling for the play action. Now, Wake Forest, I could beat Wake Forest. I know how to beat them. I can get a game plan to beat them. I know how to beat them guys. It's not hard either. People think it's hard, but it's not. All it is to beat Wake Forest is to have discipline. Like if Wake Forest played Ohio State or they played Alabama, they'll get their ass whooped. Because Nick Saban, shout out to Nick Saban, Nick Saban's defense would have ate that alive. That's what the difference is between Florida State coaches, Florida coaches, Miami coaches compared to Alabama. That is why Miami, Florida, and Florida State would get their ass whooped every time by Alabama because Alabama teaches what he wants to teach. Is this bye week for all college football? No, you had some games today, Fila. You had some games yesterday that were good. But for some of the big schools, yeah, it was. But you had some good games. I just was at work. Wake Forest just used FSU weakness to execute a game plan to destroy them. Yeah, that's what they did. That's all that happened. Yeah, I know it was. That quarterback, that backup quarterback, you might be right, Strictly. That backup quarterback, nice. I saw him, dog. He nice. I mean, he nice. He nice. He got some shiftiness to him. But yeah, that's why all the Florida teams are down, because all the Florida teams don't have any fundamentals. I saw this in the Florida game and Tennessee game. Their linebackers were getting beat on simple stuff. They weren't getting to the hook curls or curl flats. They weren't playing quarters. They weren't playing 3-receiver hook. They weren't doing none of it. And Miami does the same thing. It's like, what are these coaches teaching these kids? Like, I literally want to know what these coaches are teaching these kids, because Florida State, and Miami should not be this bad on defense. They should not be this bad on defense. Now, wait a minute, Strictly. No, he's not Vince Young. Like, calm down. Pump your brakes. No, he is not Vince Young. Let's give a kid a chance. Now you tripping. You drinking too much. You got to stay off of that drink. It is way too early to call him Vince Young or whatever and all of that. Way too early. Way too early. You was tripping. This dude said Vince Young. What I think about Tua? Tua has a concussion. In that game against the Bills, the second half, Tua should have sat out. He should have went through concussion protocols. But Miami put him back out there. Now they're trying to blame an unofficial neurism consultant who's hired by the NFL and the Players Association to give the concussion protocol to players if they're in concussion. He basically, I guess he didn't read it perfectly, or he basically didn't read it right. So Tua went back out there and they cleared him for Thursday game to say it was his neck and his back. They found the loophole, like Lobo said, and used that. So when they used that, the next hit would mess him up. But dude, Tua is nothing but Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington had this problem. These guys can't stay healthy. Like, it doesn't matter if they get hit or pushed, barely hit, they can't stay healthy. And this is what I was telling Chance. Chance believes me now. He sees it. Well, it locked like that because he was messed up, which means that the concussion he had was more serious than they actually seen it. Like, his hands and that locked up because it was a I forgot what you call it, neurological, whatever you call it, problem. And it affected his body. His body just locked up because his brain basically was like, was all over the place. It shut down and his body shut down. So that's why he was locked in that position. They not gonna get an investigation. That's why they blamed it on this U. That's why they blamed it on UNC. Right, Stevie No Wonder said it. He was seizing. He was having a seizure. Yep. Thank you, Stevie No Wonder. Stevie No Wonder told it. Feli. He seized, like he had a seizure. His body was locking up. It shut down on him. So that's why his hands was throwing up the gang signs. But I told everybody about Tua. Tua is not healthy. Tua always rushes back when he's not supposed to. When he had a hip injury, he tried to rush back, and that's when he messed his hip up, and that's why he got hurt in that game. And then he went through this again. Tua has been getting hurt all the time. He can't play a full season. He can't take the contact. I mean, it's not his fault. He can quarterback. He can throw the ball when it's time to throw the ball. But it doesn't matter. After you get hit, that's when you can tell if somebody can play in the NFL. It's after you get hit a few times, when you get knocked around, when you get sprayed on the field. And that's the problem. It's sad, but what's up, Luke? No, he's not. I mean, the toughness doesn't have nothing to do with it, Luke. It's your body. Your body sometimes your body just can't take it, Luke. Like, you got the heart, you got the mindset, but you just don't got the body. He don't have the body, man. Like, he's tough. The guy's a leader. He's a good quarterback when he's healthy, but he reminds me of Chad Pennington. He's just like Chad Pennington was. They got great accuracy. Just can't take it. Chilling, man. About to watch this early morning game. But that's what happened, man. Right, Luke. He ain't built physically. Yep, I couldn't have said it any better. He's just not built physically. His body and stature just won't allow him to do anything. Sometimes it's just that, and people don't understand. Like, people get mad and everything at certain people. It's like, no, he's just not built that way. Well, yeah, it's like AD in the NBA, yeah. But AD, I don't think, yeah, AD physically can't take it. But also, I don't think AD. It's also, yeah, AD. He's just glass. He's the same way. His body just can't take it, and every time he gets hurt, I mean, he just gets hurt. His body can't take it at all. Yeah, they are. Feel them grown men hits are very serious. That's why people say, it's not about you could play. Yeah, you could play NFL, but can you take the hits? Yeah, it's mental. It's your mentality. If you're a kid coming into a grown man game where guys are just knocking you around, like guys are running with reckless abandonment, only a few kids could take that. But most of the kids won't be able to take that physicality. Football's too physical, way too physical. Even in college, it's physical. Some of them true freshmen, it's kind of hard for them early on. Y'all see the shirt. Y'all see the shirt. You see the Buccaneer man smoking the joint. Shout out to Kraken, man, for making the gear. Shout out to Kraken. But yeah, physically it's hard to take the hits in football. That's why I try to tell people love football, because football shows you who's a man and who's not a man. Football shows you who a real man is. Basketball don't really show you that. But back in the day, basketball showed you. But basketball now, nah, it's too soft now. That's why I told you, LeBron James and Shaq, they couldn't play in the NFL. Even Charles Barkley admitted he couldn't play in the NFL. He said it. I can't do that. Them guys are idiots. Well, yeah, a lot of these kids weren't surviving. A lot of these kids weren't surviving in the 60s or 70s. In the 60s or 70s, a lot of these kids wouldn't make it. That's why I be trying to tell them it's only a few that could make it back then. But in football, it's too physical. It's way too physical. Football is way too physical. Like, here's the saying in football. Football is 90% mental. 90% mental. 10% physical. Do you know why they tell you that? Somebody in the chat tell me, why do they tell you it's 90% mental and 10% physical in football? Why they tell you that? They tell you that as a kid. Why do you think they tell you that? That it's 90% mental, only 10% physical. Why is that? Why is that? People don't know why they say that. People just recite it. Stevie, no wonder. You're right. You need the heart to deal with the physicality. Exactly. You're almost there, Strictly. No, it's not about mental toughness. It's about mentally being stable. You have to be mentally stable. Like you gotta be able, you touched on a little bit of it strictly, but the full thing is you have to be mentally tough and stable to survive those hits. Because you're getting, every hit is a car crash. Go get two cars and uh, uh, that's a hit in the NFL. That's a hit in college, high school. It's like a collision of cars. That's why I tell you, everybody can't play football. Could I have played? Absolutely. I had the mental stability to play. It's just my body failed me. My body failed me. It happens. Some good coffee. Yep, Feli, you right. Remember that movie, The Program? Yep, that The Program. That's one of my favorite movies. That's one of the top movies ever because it taught you about this. It taught you about football. Mental sharpness, toughness, all of it. Your mind has to be mentally stable to take those type of hits. That's why I tell you this is a grown man game. No matter how much they soften the game up, it's still a grown man game. You got to be able to take a hit. And you're seeing it now with Tua. Tua can't take a hit, bro. He can't take a hit. He just not built like that. And that's all I was saying. Is that he's not built. I don't care about the attributes. I care about the physicality, the mental toughness. Can you mentally sustain? I'm just saying, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's fact. Tua should have sat out that second half. If Tua would have sat out that second half, they would have been fine. He would have been able to play Thursday, maybe the week after. Oh, that's what's up. I played at Lakewood High School in St. Petersburg, Florida, off of 54th Ave, 5-4 zone. That's 5-4 area. Played for Lakewood High School. And that was from 1999 to 2003. Then I played college football from 2003 to 2007. Well, 2004, 2007. I could have came back for a final year, but it was a coach there. They got a new coach, and I really wasn't liking the way they were going. They eventually won the SWAC, but I just ain't really like the coach. I wasn't feeling them like that. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to 54th Ave. Shout out to the St. Pete and Tampa and Clearwater. I hope people made it out okay. It's sad what's happened. My family, they straight in Florida. I've been worried about them all week. I'm glad they're making it. I gotta call my other grandma. I'll probably call her later today. I meant to call her, but I be so damn busy, man. Like when you get busy, man, you gotta try to make time for everybody. It's hard. I don't have time for nothing. Like everybody be like, you got women? I'm like, nope, I ain't got no women. every time I get a woman, they take my damn time away. And I can't do what I need to get done. So it's like, I got to move on. No disrespect, but I got to move on. So what is this, NBA preseason or something? He said come in tomorrow at 1. Yeah, that's how they are. What's the game to watch today? That Bills and Ravens is gonna be good. That comes on at 1 o'clock. Um, Chiefs and Tampa are playing today too. Yeah, I checked on your little asshole self. Make sure your asshole self is all right, strictly. All you do is talk junk. But the games to watch today is gonna be the Ravens. Um, they might suspend you. What did you talk to them and tell them why? Oh, this is preseason. Yes, dog. You was a big asshole, strictly. You are a hole to the fullest, sir. Well, did you talk to your union? You got to go talk to your union, strictly, and let them know what's going on. So you gotta let them know. Well, you gotta call your union and let them know strictly what's going on. You gotta call whatever. You gotta make sure what's going on and stuff. You feel me? So you gotta let them know, man, what's going on. You can't just sit there. Okay, then. So what are you talking about? Why are you bringing up they're gonna suspend you if you talk to your strictly your ass be telling half stuff. You be telling half stuff. You don't tell the whole full story. You tell half of it and then try to make it all crazy like it's gonna be something big and it ain't even all that. Man, you lucky I don't live next to you because I would come over there and slap you on the back of your head. We'll be outside shooting the fade like right now. Right now, right now. Like, what is strictly talking about? Man, we don't say no fair one. You ain't from New York. You gonna make me shoot the fade with your ass. Hell you talking about? I'm gonna shoot the fade with you. Cause you over here trying to make it seem like man, you about to get let go. Like it's the end of the world. I'm like, what is you talking about strictly? And then I forgot who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Strictly. That's why I was like, that's my fault. I know who I'm talking to is Strictly. So I know how you are. I don't know why I fell for that. No, Luke, he tripping. He always be doing that. Like this is what happened, Luke. This would have happened. I'm gonna explain it to you. Strictly will tell you something, right? He'll tell you the half truth on something. The half truth on it. It don't be a lie. It just be a half one. Like he tell a half truth. And then when he tell you the rest of it, it's like, why didn't you just added that to the story so we wouldn't even have to keep going with that? Not Strictly, dog. Strictly don't do that at all. And I be looking at Strictly like, Strictly, what are you talking about, bro? You know what I'm saying? Strictly my guy, man. Strictly my peoples, man. I vouch for him. You know, whatever he do wrong, I take it. I just gotta take it, man. You know, I own up to it. That's my fam. But Strictly be on that BS sometimes. That's strictly bullshit. Getting it from the shoulders. Strictly being strictly. What it do, T Hub? T Hub, my other dog. T Hub crazy. That's my guy though. T Hub is my guy though. Oh, they got all this baseball. I'm finna record this too. Zach Wilson, the MILF. What up, Justin Warner? Zach Wilson, the MILF watcher. Oh, you already know he playing today. We gonna see what's up with him though. We gonna see what's up with him though. We gonna see what is up with him. No, we gonna see what he gonna do. We will see what's up with him. No, cause I want to see. You cool, Strick? T Hub not an a-hole, man. T Hub cool, man. What you mean? T Hub not an a-hole. T Hub just tell it how it is. That's why I like T Hub. T Hub come in here and say I'm better than KD. Rush hour 4 though today. Nah, they played yesterday, T Hub. No, I think they had a bye week. I think they had a bye week, T Hub. They had a bye week. They had a bye week. Yeah, they had a bye week. Yeah, it's so many college games. I was at work yesterday. Chance ain't an a-hole. Why is Chance an a-hole? Chance is dog. Chance is actually cool as hell. Chance got a big heart, bro. Chance is real good peoples. Chance not an a-hole. You an a-hole. Cause you just don't be caring. You don't care at all. You just be like, man, I'm strictly what? What it do? And you you just come in here on some left field crap. That's how you are. You always come in here on some left field crap. That's your problem. You don't come in here humble. You just come in here strictly a-hole. Yeah, they did. They whooped them last night. Mr. 95% Curry. No, I'm 100% Curry. I'm 100% Curry. I ain't no 95% Curry. Curry in my top 7 two guards of all time. I don't know what you talking about. You ain't gonna ever bring them to the panel, so use an a-hole. You want to go after married women. You don't want to go after regular women. I'm gonna tell Jeannie Buss on you. So your privileges to the games will be revoked. I'm gonna tell Jeannie, he cheating on you. He don't give a damn about you. He said you ain't nothing but his meal ticket. That's all you are to him. You gonna let Strictly do that to you, Jeannie? To you, Jeannie? Jeannie Bizzus? You got Steph after Jordan. Yeah, I thought I did the list. I still ain't did the centers list, man. Damn, I'm messing up. Fila. No, I got Steph after I forgot. I had Kobe, Mike, Jerry, AI, D Wade. I forgot who I put at number 6. I think I put I forgot. I gotta go back and see. Is Steph a better 2 guard than Reggie Miller? Yes. He's a better 2 guard than Reggie Miller. Steph can come off the picks better and he can finish at the hoop a little better than Reggie, and he could handle the ball better. The thing that made Reggie great was, now Reggie is more clutcher than him. Reggie can hit bigger shots than Reggie Miller. I mean, Reggie can hit bigger shots than Curry. As far as the clutch gene defensively, Reggie's a little better as well because he was 6'7" or 6'8". He was able to guard the perimeter and stuff. But Curry's defense has gotten a lot better since since that year Kyrie crossed his ass up. Texas A&M gonna lose because they can't move the ball on offense. Offensively, they can't move the ball. Like, their problem is from an offensive standpoint, they don't have a quarterback. They got a defense. They don't have a quarterback. What's up, One True? Yeah, I know. I got it. I got it right now. I'm finna do the all day. I'm gonna have all day on in a minute. I was just talking about them sorry ass Seminoles, JP. They let me down, and I knew they was gonna lose against Wake Forest. We never play good against Wake Forest. Ask Jordan about Miller time. I mean, if you got Miller over Steph, I don't have a problem with it on Fila. I wouldn't argue with you. I'm just saying from my perspective, there's a lot of people who got Miller over Steph. I don't have a problem with that. I just choose Steph because I seen Steph's game and Miller's game, and Steph to me does it a little better than Reggie Miller. But Reggie Miller was clutcher and he could play better defense. Yeah, that's what's wrong with them, Luke. They can't move the ball. Like it don't matter. It don't matter what quarterback they put in there, Luke. They don't do well. They just don't do well because their quarterback play is so terrible. They got the team, they got the defense, they got the running game, but it's terrible. And this is why I tell people, is like it don't matter how many people you put on your team if you don't have that quarterback position. Like if you don't have at least a decent quarterback, man, you gonna suck. Your team ain't gonna be good. And that's all I was trying to tell people is that look, Texas A&M may have won, but I mean Texas A&M may have got the NIL, they may have won the NIL, but it don't mean nothing. That's what I try to tell people. It don't mean nothing at all. It don't mean anything, my G. If you don't got that quarterback, you're in trouble. He said Wakefield. Damn, one true is mean. Yeah, because Miller is the truth. I never said Reggie Miller wasn't the truth. I just said I think Curry's better. Yeah, LSU is in the same boat as FSU. I agree, JP. FSU has gotten so bad, dog. It's crazy. Exactly, Luke. It's our quarterback and it's the coaching staff and it's our back end, our linebackers and our secondary is trash. They don't know how to read the triangle at linebacker, JP. But yeah, I'm finna start all day football. Y'all meet me over there. We out. Deezy.